God, I look so fat. I really need to lose some weight. So it's almost 12 in the morning here. I actually just got done watching the game now. I guess I'll save that for later. But so game one of the 2018 NBA Finals. Golden State Warriors versus Cavaliers for the fourth year in a row. Holy hell. What a fucking insane game that was. I honestly did not think that it would be, I didn't think it was going to be as close as it turned out. I thought that the Golden State Warriors were going to easily win the first game like they did last year. You know, considering that they had like Kyrie and Kevin Love and they literally swept the East. You know, I thought that would be more difficult, but no, apparently this new team with LeBron has proven to be formidable. Like they actually went toe to toe with the Warriors and actually gave them a hard time. You know, they were defending them pretty well. But it wasn't only just how good the Cavs were defending the Warriors, the fact that the Warriors just were not in this game. But before I get to that, I guess I'll kind of rattle out what happened near the end. That's kind of a little thing I want to talk about. But, well, not really. We all know what happened. Games, or not games tied, but so with 4 seconds left, the Cavs are down by 1. George Hill gets fouled. He goes to the foul line for 2 shots. He makes the first one. He misses the second one, which is mistake number 1. JR gets the rebound, and instead of throwing it all the way up, getting the easy layup, or at least getting a layup, or maybe getting fouled, he runs out to the into the 3-point line. Mistake number 2. Then he doesn't call a timeout. And he holds on to the ball as the clock runs down, and instead of giving it to LeBron, who's known to do these buzzer beater shots, throws it over to Jordan Clarkson, who gets blocked, and then it's the end of regulation. Tied game going into overtime. Mistake number 3. Whew. You know, I do agree with Skip that this will go down as the JR game because JR was just fucking up left and right. First, he nearly injures Klay Thompson only 3 minutes into the game, or no, 2 minutes into the game. Next, he doesn't block Curry well. He tries to strip him of the ball, misses the opportunity. Curry goes for an open 3, and of course, knowing him, when the pressure's on, he made it. And then oh my God. That was embarrassing. That was absolutely, if there was one mistake that you should have stopped yourself from making, that was the mistake right there. You should have been cognizant about you being tied and going for the win. But no, you totally oblivious to the situation. But now with all that said and done, with game 1 wrapped and the Warriors winning it, I have to say I was extremely let down. Not because of the excitement of the game. The game was exciting. What let me down was the Warriors. Yes, they got the win. But my goodness, they were not the Warriors that I know of. They were doing poorly in this game. It really felt like the only person that came to play was Steph Curry, which doesn't surprise me considering that before this game even came, Steph Curry was talking to the media saying, "Oh yeah, I don't understand why, people are underrating LeBron's team. I mean, they're NBA players. They made it into the league. We should never take them for granted. We should never say, oh, okay, well, this team sucks anyway. We got this win." He was the only one that went into this game with that mindset. I feel like everybody, excuse me, I feel like everybody else on his team had the mindset like, oh, these guys are fucking scrubs. We're going to blow right through them. Oh, We're down by 11 in the second quarter. How did this happen? See, if you underestimate everyone, or no, what's the phrase? What's the phrase? Is it if you don't underestimate anyone? Something like that. Fuck, I don't even remember what the phrase was. I don't know what it. Basically, they underestimated the Cavs and they made them pay for it dearly. This should have been the Cavs' win, and you know what? They were more than deserving. I will say this for the first time. No, I guess not the first time, but I will state this. I agree with whatever the sports media is going to say about LeBron's performance. He was phenomenal. This man came to play, and he told the Warriors, hey, guess what? You guys might be the best team of the league, but I'm the best player in this league, and you will not dominate me. Going for 51 points. And had JR not fucked up so royally, they would have won this game. And again, rightfully so, because they put on a spectacular performance. Yeah, sure, they missed a few shots here, and there were a few bad calls here and there. But mostly they did splendidly. And if they keep this up, this series can go 7 games. I can honestly see it. I'm not going to sell the Golden State Warriors short, though. I think they'll win. No, I don't think. I know they'll win. But if they keep underestimating this Cavs team, they're going to catch them. They're going to catch them on a good day, and they're going to have a mediocre day, and then they're going to get their asses spanked. And I think Game 3 will cement where this series is going to go. If the Warriors win Game 3 again like they did last year, then it's over. But if the Cavs win, it's going to a Game 7. I guarantee it. It's going to a Game 7. My God, I was so upset with the Warriors today. Like Kevin Durant, I defended your move to Golden State. I rooted for you in the 2017 finals. I wanted you to get the win. I wanted you to get your ring. I'm happy that you did, and I'm happy you won finals MVP. You deserved it. But goddamn, man, you're acting like OKC Kevin Durant right now. A man that's literally shrinking from the pressure of a lesser team than you. What is this? This man not only was shooting poorly from the field, he made 1 of 6 3-pointers in like the first 3 quarters and barely made any. He was turning the ball over. People were stripping him of the ball. Like this guy he was not locked in. You could clearly tell he wasn't fully locked in. And if anybody chastises him in the sports media today, I will 100% back them up because every criticism that will be shot towards Kevin, he deserved because he played miserably in this game. And had it not been for Steph Curry stepping up when he did, they would have lost this game. Steph Curry kept them in the ballpark, and he only scored 29 points, but he always kept the phonetic energy alive. He always kept them within arm's reach to win. When I think the play that cemented that fact is when LeBron runs down and shoots a really good 3-pointer, and now the Cavs are up by 3. Curry runs to the other end and shoots his very own 3-pointer, tying the game. And I'm like, classic Curry. Keeping his team alive, keeping them in the game, giving them energy and hope. Kevin Durant, like I do not want to see a miserable performance like this. I do not want to see you scoring 26 points in this series ever again. The last series you played, you scored like not a percentage, but an average of 34 points. 34. Even in the blowout game that you guys were in Game 4, you scored 35 points. Where's that Kevin Durant? Why are you all of a sudden shrinking when you're needed the most? You are the most proficient scorer on your team. You are a true scorer. Why did you only score 16 points in this game? And not even effective 16 points. Or not 16, 26, my bad. Kevin Durant he upset me in this game. He shot awfully. He was out of sync. He was not locked in. All but one of the Warriors were locked into this game. Steph Curry was the only person locked in. And my goodness, he might actually make a run for Finals MVP if, and I'm saying if this time, because if they keep playing like this, they will lose. But if they win the finals, I can see a good push for Steph Curry for Finals MVP, especially because in overtime, I was watching very closely with Steph. My goodness, he was actually blocking or he was defending LeBron pretty well, preventing him from making a shot. I was surprised. He was holding LeBron James down. Now, to be fair, LeBron James was running on fumes. I mean, the guy just scored 49 points, carrying his weak-ass team, his sorry-ass team, his low basketball IQ having team. I'm looking at you, JR. So he was spent. He's like, oh, God, I got to do 5 more minutes. I don't got 5 more minutes. And so I guess that's why it made Curry defending him look so impressive. But maybe it wasn't as impressive as I'm making it out to be. But I was honestly pleasantly surprised at how he was able to hold LeBron down. Now, of course, again, running on fumes. But he came to play. And honestly, he should have scored 38 points. He was having an off night too. He could have scored more, but his points were effective points. They were impactful points to keep them in the game or to give them the lead. So as much as, you know, he wasn't shooting so well, at least his shots were impactful. They meant something instead of like what Durant was shooting, which did not affect the game in any way, shape, or form. And then Draymond. I can't defend Draymond in this game. Like, this guy in his showboating, he deserves all the hate that he's getting right now on the internet. I'm not going to defend his antics here because you have no right to be boasting. You were that close to losing. That close. No, not even that. That close to losing. And now you want to boast because now you have a 7-point lead, I believe is what it was. They had a 7-point lead in overtime. Give me a fucking break. You guys should have had the lead throughout the game. You guys shot poorly. Yeah, I want you guys to know, I'm a huge Golden State fan. Steph Curry is my favorite player in the NBA currently. Not LeBron, not Durant, not Kyrie, not Russell, not Harden, not Anthony Davis. Steph Curry made me fall in love with basketball again. I have nothing but love and respect for this guy. He's a 2-time champion, 2 times MVP winner. All now he needs to do is win 1 more championship and hopefully a Finals MVP, and he's cemented as top 20 all-time great in my opinion. Top 20. I won't go so far to say top 10, but definitely top 20. To have 3 rings in just 9 years of being in the NBA, winning 2 back-to-back MVPs in your, what was it? He won in 2015. He came into your 6th and 7th year in the league, breaking all the 3-point records, supporting your team when they need you the most, being the most impactful player on your team, and revolutionizing the way we play basketball. That man is a top 20 player of all time. I don't care what anybody said. Top 20. Maybe not top 10, definitely top 20. And if he gets cemented with another win and a Finals MVP, yeah, there's no argument. He's top 20. Especially because 3 of his rings came from defeating LeBron. That's impressive. He would have defeated LeBron more times than any other superstar. Any other superstar. Because Tim Duncan beat him twice. The Dallas Mavericks beat him once. And then the Golden State Warriors beat him twice. So right now he's tied with Tim Duncan. But god damn it, I knew this. Oh man, I knew this was gonna happen. This happens every time I start supporting a team wholeheartedly. and I start getting arrogant, just like the Golden State Warriors. Like, oh, we got this. The Cavs, they're not gonna compete with us. They're not even on our level. It's not gonna happen. Oh, they pushed it to overtime in game 1 with no Kyrie. You have 4 All-Stars, 4 Hall of Famers. What the hell? You're being pushed around by one guy and a bunch of squeegees? Terrible, terrible performance from the Golden State Warriors. The Cavs, kudos to you guys for going down the wire with the Golden State Warriors and actually going toe-to-toe with them. I'm actually very impressed. I will give you guys your props. You didn't complete it in the clutch, so you kind of faltered there. But other than that, you did pretty well. That's really all I have to say. I just wanted to make this video real quick, express my thoughts about the Golden State Warriors. I am not impressed by this win. In fact, if anything, this makes me more disillusioned for the series going forward, because I don't think it's going to be a sweep anymore. I could see this going 6 games, 7 games too. And in a 7th game, it's really hard to bet against LeBron in a 7th game. Like, it's really hard. Because he shows up in 7-game situations. I've not seen any of the Golden State Warriors show up in 7-game situations. The game against the Rockets was the first time I ever saw them actually perform in the clutch. So, oh, and I will say too, in regards to the reffing, I thought they made some bad calls on both sides. There were some missed calls for the Warriors, some missed calls for the Cavs. I heard Stephen A. say the most audacious things, like, you don't turn a call like that against LeBron James. Yeah, you do. He's no other player. Yeah, he's a super duper star, but guess what? He's not going to get a call like that in the finals at Golden State. So, yeah. Doesn't matter if you're the super mega ultra star. There's no way he was going to get that favorable call at Golden State. Not going to happen. So, yeah, I don't care how magnificent he was. And he was magnificent, by the way. But he's not going to get a favorable call in an enemy's court. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, that whole whether it was a blocking foul or an offensive foul or what was it? Yeah, it was a charging or blocking. It definitely was a blocking foul because he was moving. Like I don't get these people saying that he was planted. He wasn't. His right foot clearly was moving. You want to plant, you can't move. Then that is a charging foul. But it wasn't. He was moving. It was obvious. Even in like real time, you could see that he was still in motion. He wasn't planted at all. I don't know what the fuck Jeff Van Gundy was smoking over there, saying that, oh, that call is stupid. No, it was a good call. It's very hard call, but it was a good call. Oh, man, I still can't believe this game came down to the wire. This game should have been at least a 15-point blowout. The fact that they brought it to overtime and then they won by 10 points, it's shameful. This game should not have gone to overtime. This game should have been a blowout from the get-go. You should have put your foot down. And I swear to God, Golden State, if I see another sorry-ass performance like this again, I'm done with you for this finals. I'm not going to watch you guys anymore. Because if you give LeBron an out, if you give him this finals, I'll never forgive you. I'll quit basketball again. Yeah, I'm not joking. I'll quit because the last thing I want to hear is more people saying LeBron James is the greatest of all time. He's not. Even if he was to win this series, he's still not. I'm sorry, but no. You still have a tarnished record. I'm not going to forgive you for your blow-up with the Mavericks when you were clearly the favorites. Now, this could end up something similar to the Mavericks, which, in hindsight, I just want to ask myself, why don't we give that Dallas Mavericks team more credit than they deserve? Or why don't we give them more credit? They clearly deserved it because they played their hearts out and they beat a prohibitive favorite. So, anyway, that's really all I have to say with this ramble. I gotta do another live chat in a couple hours, so it's gonna be fun. Thank you, all two of you who are watching. Yeah, hopefully I'll probably do these. I'll do these types of videos again for each of the games for the NBA Finals. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.